You're tired of setting goals that you actually never achieve. You told yourself you're going to get straight A's, you're going to be that personal brand, and you're going to be that guy in school or that girl in school. But at the end of the term, you ended up watching a lot of movies, going to some basketball sessions that you didn't even sign up for, watching a lot of productivity videos, and in actual sense, you didn't actually achieve anything, but you wasted more time. You didn't achieve anything, your parents were complaining, and you actually failed. I've been there and it sucks. But in this video, I'm going to show you just how to get out of that cycle. Welcome to Peak Mode. I'm your host, Justin Kanyoka. I'm a pencil artist, podcaster, and a videographer. And over the past 2 years, I've been trying to build my personal brand whilst I'm also a student. And I've been trying to scale my brand as a pencil artist and as a videographer. And in this channel, I'll walk you through on how to build a personal brand, how to build a brand, and focus on your studies and get straight A's. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Here's the thing about being a podcaster, an entrepreneur, or a professional whilst you are still a student. Hard work is just 1/4 of the equation. When I started pencil art and when I started this podcast, I thought I was only going to be shooting the videos, doing the drawings, and I didn't really think about how I was going to manage doing the emails, delivering the portraits, editing the videos and posting them, trying to comment and finding tutorials on how to get better, making thumbnails, and all the stuff that comes with trying to build a personal brand and building a brand. So at the end of the day, I ended up failing. I ended up neglecting my family. I ended up neglecting myself. I slept 2 hours a day, and I was really not taking care of my health quite the good way. Right? Until I started doing these 5 things. Until number one was planning my day the night before. Yeah, I know we have to-do lists, we have daily routines, and they seem like they are better rather than planning your day the night before because you have to do it every day. But I think we can all agree that there are these things that are important, but they are not urgent, and not everything that is urgent is important. So planning your day the night before helps you to differentiate between what needs to be done now and what is important that needs to be done over time. So it's not really everything on your daily routine that should be done daily. Okay, an example of this could be, I'm a student, so I ought to study almost every day, right? But at the same time, being a pencil artist, I might have a portrait that needs to be delivered tomorrow. And I can't be studying leaving the portrait that needs to be delivered tomorrow. So at the end of the day, you realize that people try to fit in now these things that are important into the daily routine, and then you just end up doing nothing because it becomes too much, right? So the first thing I do is to plan my day the night before. Number 2 is eat the frog. Tackle the toughest task first thing in the morning. You remember the first principle that you have to plan your day the night before. Now, if you have planned your day the night before, you know what the toughest task is, and you do that task the first thing in the morning. And here is what it is good for. Tackling the toughest task the first thing in the morning helps you to build a momentum of productivity. There's no way that procrastination can creep in because you have done the toughest things first. I know a lot of people say that you should do the easy stuff first and then do the tough stuff later. But think about this. You woke up and then you did the simple thing, and your mind is constantly thinking, I still have to do that thing that is like the big thing, that thing that is tough, that thing that annoys you. It's either you do the toughest thing or the most annoying part of your day. You do it the first thing in the morning. And this will help you to build the momentum of productivity. Okay. Number 3 is learn to say no. Like I said earlier, not everything that is urgent is important, and not everything that is important is urgent. So it's not everything that looks important, it's not everything that looks progressive that you should actually do. An example of this could be your friends came and they offered you to do maybe a group discussion on mathematics, or maybe they offered you to do a group discussion on whatever, or a group assignment that you actually had to do, right? And probably in your plan, you didn't have that. You actually planned to cover half a topic of mathematics, right? So you have to learn to say no to that and focus on what you want to do. So learning to say no is actually prioritizing your goals and removing every non-essential commitment. Prioritize your goals and politely decline non-essentials. So what this means is that you're going to prioritize what you have planned the day before, and that's what you're going to do. And as long as that is not done, say no to everything else that is not a plan, that is not a part of that plan. Okay, right. Number 4 is creating a stop to-do list. And what do I mean by this? There are probably a lot of things that you do in your day that are not meant to be a part of your day. So I need you to write those things down, those non-essential commitments, write them down and make sure that every day you try by all means to eliminate one of them day by day. So if there are 7, by the end of the week, you have none of those. Probably if they're taking 1 hour, you have like 7 free hours. If you just try to write that list of things that you need to stop doing, right? An example of this could be that you actually have a conversation, meaningless conversations, let me say. It's not a conversation to connect with friends, it's not a conversation to connect with family, it's just conversations that just start up and then you spend maybe 3 hours talking about something that doesn't even make sense. You have to write that down, remove it from your list, and make sure that that is no longer a part of your day. Like, you have to actually remove everything that is non-essential, and you have to write down the times that you think you want to rest and make sure you clarify on how you want to rest. Is it that you're actually resting, or you're watching videos, or you're watching Netflix? But be specific on what which leads me to my next point: eliminate YouTube. There's this thing that most of us do. We start our day with so much productivity. We do maybe the toughest tasks, and then midday you watch a lot of YouTube videos when you're saying like this is your rest time midday, and then you're watching productivity videos, and then after midday you realize that you don't do actually anything else. The reason to this is actually this. It's because when you watch productivity videos, you feel so productive, you feel like you're researching, you feel like you're progressing, you feel like you're doing something important, while in actual sense you are doing nothing. As a matter of fact, you are actually destroying your dopamine. You are actually, you are removing all the focus that you had. One of the things that YouTube does is it makes you to procrastinate. Once you watch people who are doing great, people who seem to be, productive, who seem to be doing better, you just lose all that confidence you had in what you were doing, because they have these perfect plans, and as a matter of fact, those perfect plans are a lie. People will tell you that I wake up by 2 a.m., I do this, and then I do this. Well, in actual sense, they don't even do that. Probably they miss the gym 3 times a week that week, and they're telling you that they do it every day. And then you feel like you that has gone to the gym two times a week, because that's your commitment, you're doing like bad things, like you're not progressing. So eliminate YouTube by all means. If you're going on YouTube, make sure it's 1 hour of YouTube or less, and make sure that you watch make it a routine that you watch 1 productivity video a day. The rest, if you want to watch movies are actually better than watching productivity videos, because productivity videos are wasting your time whilst making you to believe that you are being productive. I need you to eliminate YouTube. I know it's going to be hard, but for the first week or for the first 2 weeks, if you are someone who spends 5 hours on YouTube, I need you to now start spending maybe 4 hours. Just eliminate an hour and you see the improvement. And then as you go after another 2 weeks, you now spend 3 hours. After another 2 weeks, I know it's actually quite hard to eliminate it, the way of trying to remove it totally. So reduce the hours, and then as more as you go, you actually eliminate it. And that was our podcast for this week, ladies and gentlemen. And if you really found help in this video, I need you to hit that subscribe button, and I need you to like that video.